If I hear one more politician, one more public servant, one more well-meaning liberal in a navy blazer with a little flag pin solemnly declare, this is not who we are, you know what, I'm gonna implode. Because here's the uncomfortable, unvarnished truth that none of us want to admit: this is exactly who we are. You know, we're a nation that preaches freedom while we practice exclusion. A nation that weaponizes bootstraps while ignoring who's standing barefoot in the mud. Oh yeah, we wave our flags, we sing our anthems, and pat ourselves on the back. Meanwhile, entire communities are being bulldozed by policy, by poverty, and by the pathological delusion that somehow, if you're struggling, well, that's your fault. This American dream, it's a bedtime story for adults, my friends. A myth that's been handed down to keep us grinding while billionaires hoard their dragon's gold. It was never built for all of us. It was built for some, and it was built on the backs of others. It's not broken. It's working exactly as it was designed. And still, every time a black body is murdered by the state, or an immigrant family is torn apart, or a trans child is targeted by legislation, someone inevitably chirps, this is not who we are. But okay, if this is not who we are, then why does it keep happening? Why does it keep passing, and why does it keep winning elections? Because here's the reality. We cannot get beyond what we refuse to acknowledge, and we cannot become what we refuse to admit we've been. There's a canyon-wide difference between who we say we are and who we actually are. One is honest, and the other, well, that's just marketing. Oh, we like to tell ourselves that we're a Christian nation. Never mind the teachings of that rebel carpenter we claim to follow, because, I don't know about you, but I miss the part of the gospel where Jesus says, feed the rich, deport the stranger, and if someone asks you for help, well, check their papers first. But don't worry, after church, we'll head to brunch, we'll rail against government spending, and we'll call people lazy for needing help in a system that's designed to grind them down. And when immigrants come here believing the myth that we sold them, you know, desperate, hopeful, clinging to dignity, we'll punish them for buying what we pitched. Fools, pass the rolls and close the border. Listen, this land of rugged individualism, it took a wrong turn. It stopped being build your dream and became, what's mine is mine, and yeah, good luck to you. It is greed dressed up as meritocracy, cruelty disguised as justice. We built gated neighborhoods, gated schools, and gated hearts, and then called it patriotism. And now we have this cult of goose-stepping sycophants that worship a spray-tanned con man like he's the second coming of George Washington, only meaner and with better ratings. And meanwhile, the rest of us keep whispering, this isn't us. Like it's a magic spell that will undo the rot. But it won't. It won't. If we truly want to evolve, if we want to become something better, which most of us who love this country do, we need to begin by ripping the mask off. We need to look long and hard in the mirror and say it. Yes, this is who we've been. Only then can we become something else. And until then, don't tell me that it's not who we are. Because history, headlines, and human suffering, well, they all beg to differ.